How long gone? My shit good. Chris Black. I'm in Los Angeles. The weather is exquisite, as you can imagine. Happy to be here. It's a Sunday morning. I wasn't able to make it to church yet, so this will have to do, Jason.
You didn't go to church as in Equinox?
No, I went to that church. I meant actual church.
Oh, wow, okay. So you've already gone to your Knox. How was your workout? What'd you focus on today? Just the same old bullshit?
We did a full body pump on Sundays. Some people use it for rest. Some people use it for active recovery. I tried to do, 4 upper body exercises, 4 lower body exercises, some, treadmills.
To failure? We're going to till failure?
No, I'm not going till failure. That's different shit. Sometimes I do, but I prefer a drop set if I'm going. You know what I mean? If I'm going to go to failure, but I think
it.
I think that there are some guys in there going to failure for sure. Mostly with their outfit choices, but also with the weights.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're taking full advantage. Did you go to Erewhon yet?
I have been to Erewhon. Yes, I haven't been. I went day one. I went off rip. You know what I got actually that I hadn't had in so long is a Coco Chino.
Oh, wow. I forgot about the Coco Chino.
Coco Chino really, really hits, I have to say, from a caffeine standpoint and a taste standpoint.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, let's see here. What do we got going on? There's so much going on in the world today. Let's see here. Do you want to? I think we should talk about your friend Harry Styles and his dancing. Your day one is not looking good on the web today.
It was very like David Byrne to me. A little bit like that's felt like the inspiration more than.
And that's the crisis PR angle that we're going with. Got it. Okay.
No. I don't think it's good. Don't get me wrong.
Okay,
that is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's what it felt like more to me. I think that's probably what he was looking at more than like. I think the label was like, let's get a TikTok trend. I think he was like, if I'm going to dance, I'm going to do it like this.
Okay.
But I guess if you're in a boy band, didn't you always dance? Or did One Direction? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I didn't have eyes on One Direction's choreo, so I can't really speak on it. But I guess I see what you're saying now, where instead of him trying to earnestly do, a Cat's Eye style or a Timberlake style, whatever pop artist choreo, he might feel like I need to hit it from a different angle and do like a more kind of irreverent, David Byrne style kind of thing. But I just worry that if that is the case, then that subtlety and that nuance is sort of lost on basically everyone.
Any subtlety and nuance when you're that popular is tough. And for the record, I don't like David Byrne. I find it really boring.
I also don't like David Byrne.
No, I find it's just, I don't know. It's too quirked
up. One of our rare yin-yins.
It's too
Ain't no yang in here.
I respect his legend status. Like, I think he's done a lot. It's cool, but like, I ain't like, who's listening to that? You know what I mean?
LCD Sound System people listen to that shit.
I will say that as much as the dancing was a distraction, I did kind of like the song more than I have listening to it on my, AirPods.
So the choreo did save the song is kind of what you're saying.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I think maybe just the live element. I think it's like, I don't know. I don't think the choreo did not save
It's like Coldplay. Bro, if you don't like Coldplay, go watch them.
Is that what people say, actually?
Just that kind of, like if you're on the fence about an artist and you're like, it's fine, it's all, whatever. But then when you go see him at the stadium with the fireworks and the lights and the dancing and the crying and the,
you're like, all right, I get it.
It's much easier to sort of get swept up, just like when you're watching The Notebook on an airplane for the 40th time. You're like, and here I go again.
I guess I'm also like, I still can't believe this is the song that we I feel like there's probably several songs that I will like, and they have not been chosen for whatever reason, which I'm sure is a strategy thing. But the dancing thing, I don't understand. I did like the outfit. I thought the Chanel. I liked. You know what I liked? I liked that he wore the Chanel on the red carpet and then performed in it, because a lot of people a lot of people change.
I've noticed that. Yeah,
I thought that was cool to just be like, fuck it, I'm wearing Chanel. But
he's just gonna take his jacket off like Fred Astaire.
Just take his jacket off. But yeah, I mean, people are not happy with it, from what I can tell. But I watched all the Brits performances actually this morning.
And so the Brits and BET Awards happened this weekend, is that right?
I guess I didn't see. I haven't even seen a clip from the BET Awards.
I just saw a clip of Dion Cole. I think he was hosting it.
Oh, I did see this.
Our God,
because people were mad that he was making jokes about the Tourette's guy.
He was kind of coming for everyone a little bit, He did a little. I just saw a clip where he was acting like a pastor in church, saying like, "Oh Lord, we need you to pray for Nicki right now. We need you to, just like going through all the people in the, in the hip hop world who are in the news for whatever reason." And then he did say something like, if you are a Tourette's having person in the audience right now, it might not go down the same at the BET Awards that it did at the BAFTAs type thing.
He's right about that. I think that
which I think is a pretty innocuous joke. I think it's totally fine.
People keep talking about the BAFTA thing and like sort of making fun. Like, I don't even know what the BAFTAs is. What the fuck is this? I've never heard of this. And I'm like, it's a pretty prestigious award show. Like, it's not like it's some community theater award show. Like, you might not know it because you're not British, I guess, but it's not like it's some...
but that clip got it was front page news. It exposed...
No, of course, but I'm saying...
2 billion people to what the BAFTAs are.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people who do what we do for a living.
You're not talking about toll booth workers. You're talking about content creators and cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Charlemagne the God talking about like I ain't never heard of this. I'm like, bro, you do all you do is fake shit no one's ever heard of. How have you not heard of the British Oscars? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. Like it doesn't seem like that's not the thing to do, I guess is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like trying to say it's just like that's not the point, But
did you watch all of the Brit Awards or just like all the performances?
No, I just googled I just googled who performed and then because they're all, it's interesting from what I could tell they had all posted them on their own YouTube pages, which is pretty smart, I feel like.
Period. Well, I watched a few clips of like the host and like the little interstitiary skits in between the commercial, all the segments. And as much as we love British people and as Anglophile-ish we are, I think that British comedy is so great, but I don't know. I was watching it and I felt like we as Americans are not supposed to watch the Brit. Like we're not supposed to watch the Brits. I felt like it just...
No, definitely not.
Like I can watch BET Awards because I've grown up watching BET my whole life, but like just for whatever reason, like the Brits have been going on and you can watch and there's always been clips, but I feel like for whatever reason this year, I was like, I'm not supposed to be seeing this for whatever reason. Like it's like content from an alien planet.
It was in Manchester, which makes it feel extra hard for us. Yeah, I watched the Mark Ronson who did like a sort of a whole, it opened with Ghostface and closed with Dua. And I think that range is important to remind people of.
That range is dope as hell.
That is unheard of, I would say, in today's market. But I didn't watch and I guess Bjork came out with Rosalia for her
Mother came out. Madre.
There was something else. There's one other one I can't remember, but yeah, I watched them all because I was up early. I was watching.
There was like an Ozzy Osbourne tribute thing.
I did not watch that. And look, I don't want to pile on, because I think the media has been hard enough on Kelly and Sharon. But man, honestly, like
let's get into it.
Kelly it's the craziest shit. Maybe the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like that might be the craziest physical transformation, like, because people are talking about Jim Carrey because now he looks like Ellen DeGeneres, and I think that for some reason all men over 50 that start getting fillers and Botox look like lesbians. Mm-hmm. It's I don't care how expensive the doctor is, you come out. It's crazy. I don't understand why it works like that.
Whatever happened to a chiseled, grizzled man? Let's get it. Some good dick under up all these wrinkles and crinkles. You know what I mean?
Jim Carrey looked good. It's not like he looked bad for his age. Like he looked good.
I don't know. He looked like a fucking Norwegian
I disagree.
Dolphin.
No, I disagree. I think he
looks psycho.
No, he looks
like an evil prime minister from a nation we don't know.
Dude, I would rather look like that than what he looks like now.
Well, you're biased because you're super anti Jim Carrey and his humor. I'm sort of neutral on it. I'm not Jim Carrey's not one of my goats, but I know that you're averse to him.
I hate his humor. It's because it's not funny. Because
you're an Ace Ventura hater.
Well, if you making faces isn't funny, sorry, I'm not a child. But the
again,
I'm saying the transformation. I guess what I mean is that there is something for men and women to be said about aging gracefully and looking your age, but like well maintained. Like he's in good shape. He's got a full head of hair. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I'm saying there's a dignified way to age. And I think a guy like that, especially because I feel like before now that his face looks like a fucking balloon with lipstick on it, I feel like before, honestly,
well, does he look good or does he look like a balloon with lipstick on?
No, I'm saying he looked better. He looked good before he got this plastic surgery. Like,
oh, got it.
He was aging. Yeah. He was aging in an appropriate way, and I also think
he should have gone preventative, but he went gut reno. He overhauled something that didn't need to be hauled.
Yeah. I mean, I also think that a guy like that, if you age the right way, which seemed like that was the direction he was going in, you could have a weird third act in your career where you get serious, like you do something different. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Because you look you have that gravitas because you've aged. It gives you a different. Yeah. It gives people like a different look at you.
Like maybe you should be doing that when you're the age of Sharon Osbourne versus the age of Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, Sharon Osbourne's got one foot in the grave. I mean, that's it's fine. Like, who cares?
Do it when you're 73, not when you're 40.
Kelly Osbourne is our age, probably.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Generally our age.
But yeah, Mama looks like a ventriloquist doll because I think just when Kelly is 41. Yeah. Yeah, Mom looks like the ventriloquist doll just as you get older. People kind of shrink, and certain people and body types shrink even more so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Kelly cheekbones are really, I don't know. It reminds me of like when I was a kid and I would go on like Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland, and they would have all these little like skulls from like Polynesian monkeys and stuff lying around. Like she looks like Punch the monkey. Like she looks like she has the skull of a small, cute little monkey.
Like, what is she going to do now? Do you know what I mean? Is this just how she looks for the rest of time?
I think she's just once she hits her goal weight, then she'll finally be able to chill.
Her goal weight seems to be death, though. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it doesn't, like, I understand wanting to lose 10, of course, especially if you're in the spotlight. There's a lot of pressure on women to do so, which is unfair. But she has gone to a point that is like, if you're her husband, are you just like, life is good, I don't care? Or are you like, yo, bitch, you gotta chill. I ain't trying to fuck on Skeletor.
I mean... and I don't want to make light of people's issues, whatever they may have, physical or mental or whatever.
Yeah, we never do that.
But yeah,
we never do that. I'm saying that
I said I don't want to, but her lips her mouth is are wider than her ears. If that makes just something about it has gone into a place where I feel like she's like this elegant alien creature that can like suck my soul out of my nose, you know what I mean?
I just don't know what's going to happen, and I feel like it's people are like, you got to stop, don't, you can't talk about appearance, blah blah blah, and I get that to some extent, but on the other side of the coin, it's like, if you look like that and you're doing that to yourself and you're spending a fortune to do it, I think you probably want people to talk about it. You know what I mean? I think there's a little bit. I think there's a little bit of you that knows that this is going to garner attention.
It's almost as if she spent her entire formative childhood being an overweight girl in the spotlight of the world and was dealing with that her entire life. It's almost as if she's reacting to that. But I guess that's just Sharon Osbourne's fault for putting their family life and putting her young children on TV like that.
Well, there's famously the daughter that refused to do that.
Yeah.
There's the other daughter that was like, I don't want no part of this.
She's probably looking healthy.
Who's still, I know what she looks like, but like, I don't see her. You know what I mean? She's still not in any part of public life. But yeah, I don't, but that is, I hate Black Sabbath. I don't care about that. I don't want to, the tributes to Black Sabbath bring out the dustiest guys on earth. Like, it's unbelievable the dust level that they uncover for that.
Well, I think this marks the end of the wake of Ozzy Osbourne. So I think the nail is in the supreme coffin of you having to bear witness to this level of Sabbathery.
I don't know. I think Youngblood can always find a way. I think Youngblood can always find a way. I guess we're
gonna be watching Grammys 2029. Fucking Billie Eilish and Phineas gonna do No More Tears cover, break into it. Fucking. It's never going to end, will it, Chris?
Well, I think there's a part.
And I'm like, where was y'all when Ozzy Osbourne was alive. No one was fucking listening to Ozzy Osbourne music since 1989. No shit.
That's not true. The Supreme employees listen to it for sure in the store. That you can catch Supreme on Sunset blasting Black Sabbath for sure. That's
okay.
Otherwise, though, I think you're
to
right.
scare the Koreans away.
I don't think that. No, I think they just are enjoying the music. I think they're just enjoying the music. Nothing will scare them away. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I did also this morning. I watched Connor's Storrie on SNL, and
I'm saving it for dinner tonight.
He's better than a lot of people. I'll say that. I think he's a real. He's
the kid's got it.
Well, he's just like a real thespian who was like in the theater when he was 10 and like loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna like there was the skit that was the best that got cut was a Tourette's joke. It was really good. Like it was all these people playing different celebrities that have been canceled, and them claiming that they just have Tourette's. It was very funny. There's we brought back Bill Cosby. There was a Mel Gibson. One of the guys does an amazing Louis C.K.
I was just gonna say as soon as you said that, I was like, this is a role that Keenan will destroy. Whoever he's gonna play, Keenan is gonna nail it.
Keenan's Bill Cosby is a Hall of Fame. Yeah,
of course.
So, but I thought he was. I mean, the whatever. I thought he was like he was better. I mean, it's like I think a guy like that weirdly wants it more than most people, so he's gonna like over deliver and show up. In a way that I think like a really, really famous person is like, I have to do this to promote a movie, and like I like it, but it's like another thing I have to do. It's like another week of my life that I have to work too hard.
And it's such a shame because I don't think anyone thought he was going to do a bad job. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But it seems like everyone is Gagarino over it, and I just it's such a missed op. And I know that there's a million reasons, but to have fucking Mumford and Sons is such like. We are so close to being back, and then
hey man,
you had to do some fucking Mumford and Sons.
The Sons were they're one of those classic, like watching them on Saturday Night Live is like everything is so well done. Like they're playing, they got all these fucking guys on stage playing horns and fucking banjos and like backup singers. Like it sounds amazing, but there's just nothing about it that I want to hear. It's just not,
right.
It's totally, it's so pro and well done. And it's like Aaron Dessner's on. I mean, I don't know. They brought out Hozier for the single, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said to you, I was a little bit like, and I know they're British, and I know they've stolen country music valor from us, and that's fine. But the song with Hozier is called "Rubber Band Man." Which,
and when I heard that, I feel like 15 years ago. I heard some like Weird Al Yankovic style like bluegrass banjo cover,
definitely,
of Rubber Band Man. You know what I mean?
If you're a young person listening to the show, Rubber Band Man is a classic T.I. Atlanta rapper T.I. song that I believe is. I mean, to me, that's a Hall of Famer. That one kind of hangs in the rafters, especially from his catalog.
Yeah.
But so for these gentlemen to come in. From the UK and bring their other Irish friend and do the song Rubber Band Man. Do you think that they checked in with T.I.? Like, do you think they had to check in with T.I. and Tiny?
Hozier FaceTime with Tiny and they said it's all good.
Do you think Hozier had to FaceTime a member of BMF to kind of get this cleared? And question, when Mumford and Sons is on tour, can they play Rubber Band Man in Atlanta?
Imagine if I think it's fine now that T.I. is just a 50-year-old dad who's probably not so. I mean, I don't know if he was ever necessarily a gang affiliated drug dealer as he talked about in his songs, but I think that they'll be fine, and I think that it's more likely to have. They're more likely to have T.I. come on stage and perform it together at Diplo's Stagecoach honky tonk rave than to T.I. is busy dealing with 50 Cent.
T.I. I mean, T.I. and his family have collectively destroyed 50 Cent, which I didn't think. I just didn't see that coming because 50 Cent, one of our world's greatest pranksters. No. That's with an A and S, not ERS.
Respectively.
Pranksta is he's sort of been humbled by the Harris family, which
humbled by the Harrises, the new Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
It's part because I think that T.I., for being as dusty and old head and Atlanta crooked fitted as he is, I think he sort of was like, I'm just going to rap about how stupid you are, and that is somehow in today's world, and maybe in hip hop only, it seemed to work better than a meme for the first time ever. Like it seems like because 50 Cent won't rap.
So you're saying a bar is kind of the original meme. That's very interesting.
A bar is kind of an original meme, but I was just sort of like, wow, this seems to have worked, and in a way that I wouldn't have expected it to, because I thought the only currency we traded in modern times were memes.
I mean, it went from memes to then, the 50 he'll play games with, getting surveillance footage of Jim Jones being locked out of his storage container facility or whatever, like resort to petty stuff like that. But I like it returning to rapping, using their skills. I mean, it's the same thing as just, we're bringing back some battle rapping, but we're creating this, Korean microdrama narrative story that's playing out on social media. So there's more reason, it's like the R. Kelly trapped in the closet. I heard T.I. released another freaking diss track about how 50 Cent's mom is fat or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're all in on it. They're all friends. They're all just doing this so they can have.
I don't think they're all friends. I don't think that when your son who looks like he's never seen light goes and takes a picture of your dead mother's grave and posts it on IG. I don't think, for some reason, because in hip hop and this is something I've also been reminded of by listening to Joe Budden, there's like different rules. Like there's stuff that you like quote unquote can't do. Whereas white people will do whatever. They don't give a shit. There's like certain things that lines you don't cross. And I believe that dead mama.
You don't touch another man's Maybach.
Yeah, I think a dead mama is high up on the list of things that you don't do. So taking a picture of the grandmother's grave and being like, here's this dead bitch or whatever he said is pretty.
Well, first of all, T.I.'s son probably hired a TaskRabbit to do that.
He
probably never left his goon cave.
I disagree. He don't got much going on. I think he could actually be the one that went. No, you're right. I think he probably used Google. He used Google image search, found a picture of 50 Cent's mom's grave. But also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he posted that shit on Grid too. He didn't even go. That wasn't a story. That was on Grid, personal Grid.
Well, what I'm saying is, is that such a crazy low blow? You're violating one of the unspoken hip hop rules of warfare. Or did 50 Cent come up with that idea and say that it'd be cool if you did that?
No, you're turning into too much of a conspiracy theorist. There's
this is I'm just saying, if the world stage is just the same as, basically WWF and soap opera level narratives and stories with people that exist half in real life and half in fake life, then who is to say there isn't a Vince McMahon, pulling all these strings?
I'm saying that there's not. I'm saying when Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie are promoting a movie and talking about how they trust each other and giving each other gifts and wearing matching rings, that to me, I know what's going on there. We're trying to sell Wuthering Heights. That's totally fine. Everybody knows that's historic Hollywood. I don't think those games. I don't think that level of puppeteering has reached like dusty hip hop guys. I just don't think that is. I don't think that those two things are meeting each other in the middle.
Okay. Well, once you finally crack that third eye, just let me know and we can get into it. We can go fucking beast mode on this one.
My eye is cracked. Just cracked though. I need glasses. That's the problem.
Shout out to a friend of the show, Glavie, for bagging him Alysa Liu, figure skater, gold medal winner. The Gone Effect at it again.
Yeah. Which part is the Gone Effect? A white guy dating an Asian woman, or something else?
That's one petal of the flower. Sure.
Okay.
No, just somebody. Who's to say that she didn't get put on to Glavie from the How Long Gone podcast.
I am once again. I am here to say that. I am here to say that she's probably put on.
You asked who?
Me. But I'm happy. I'm happy that Glavie has found love. Is this confirmed, or has there just been multiple pictures of them at like Benihana together?
I don't know if it's confirmed, but people are sending me all. I say once a day, a woman somewhere sends me like a TikTok where they're like triangulating like luggage in the back of photos from 3 months ago, and like this person's bag was here, and that means she's in his green room here, and like a whole thing. So I don't know if they're actually dating or not, but people want to.
Well, I'm gonna.
It's just like the.
I'll ship them.
The Leo DiCaprio pointing at the TV thing. Every time somebody sees Glaive do something, they want to send it to me because he's sort of our little golden child,
Oh no, I need to tap in with Glaive. I think we should go visit Glaive's home.
It's not a bad idea.
I think we should go to his house because I want to see how Glaive is living. Because part of me thinks he has like 4 very high end pieces of furniture and a 85-inch TV, and that's it. And part of me thinks he has nothing and sleeps on a towel. But either thing could be true.
I think he has 2 homes, and both of those are correct.
Yeah, and he might have I could also see him having like an electric Hummer or a Civic. There's like no in between with him. I feel like a real all in guy.
And he can make the electric Hummer cool. You know what I mean? That's what I'm the most worried about.
In Asheville, you gotta have electric. You know what I mean? They don't love the gas. They don't love the gas guzzlers over there.
If you got a hum.
Yeah, if you got a hum.
We don't do it with no crew, especially what's going on in the Middle East,
That's true. We all have to drive electric soon.
We can't rely on the fossil fuels. We should do a little recap of our Tom of Finland fiesta for Freeze. Thanks to Silencio and Tom of Finland for having us host a party with you. I didn't really get to see you at all. We had dinner before, and then you dropped me off, or Ryland dropped me off. I ran in and started playing, and then that was it. You texted me, great job, you killed it, I'm out of here.
Well, I was
after I finished. So I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't know what happened. I didn't really hang out with anybody the whole time I was DJing. I was just solo. So tell me what happened.
I didn't really hang out with anybody either. It's a strange the phenomenon that you're speaking of has crossed over to the audience as well as the talent. I hung out with. I was talking to Ryland because we just haven't seen each other in a while, so we were catching up. And Carolyn had 8 gay guys with her that I didn't know. And then the line was one of the craziest lines I've maybe ever seen. And that's not patting myself or you on the back. It was just sort of like I feel like the world conspired to make that line happen because the club was also packed. Like they were letting people in. It wasn't like a what I mean. It wasn't like a door hold situation. Right. But I got the text that Tim and Mikey and Maddie were at the door, and as much as I wanted to make them suffer for my own pleasure, I did go upstairs. And then when I saw what was going on, I was like, "This is fucking absolute OD." So I was like, "Lynn, can these 3 please come with me?" And then I'm going to leave you alone for the rest of the night. I don't want. I can't.
I was getting flashbacks of when I would do the door at Cinespace, and like I would go down there to like get a friend in. And, the security team would be like, save yourself, man. Just, you don't want to come down here and you don't want to see this, man.
My question is, and this is something that you'll be able to shine a light on, and the dichotomy, the relationship, the working relationship of the door person that is in this day and age maybe with an iPad or a clipboard because there's no longer just eyeballs, that like and the security guard obviously they're working together, but then at a certain point I believe they're working against each other. They're at odds because the person that wants to let people in is not allowed because they've hit a quote unquote capacity that someone has whispered in the doorman's ear. How do you navigate that situation when you want your friends to get in? It's your party, it's lit, but the security guard's kind of like, hey man, the club owner told me this XYZ.
It's just proper management. How do you get creative to mesh well with accounting? You know what I mean? It's tough. One person's trying to do, trying to paint the picture, the other person's trying to keep you on budget or whatever, and you're at odds. You got to work together. I think you just have to form an empathetic friendship with the other side and have a nice little back and forth, a little compromise, a little one for you, a little one for them. Hey, let in one of your security guard friends. I'll let you bring in one of those if you get 10 of my people in right now. Whatever it is you got to do just to get things moving.
So it's like Trump, trying to broker a deal. You're just kind of trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And just like Trump, you typically don't get the job done.
That I know for a fact.
You just kind of nervously smoke cigarettes and look at your phone every minute until it says 1:59.
but the party you were really in your bag. I thought that was the kind of the perfect audience for you.
I agree. It was a pleasure.
It was gay, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't. I've been to gayer parties. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It was even though Tom of Finland was top billing, it wasn't leather daddy OD.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I've been to gayer events as well, for sure. So it could have been gayer, but I think that's also like a little 2026 energy where, all of these safe spaces are maybe a little too open to everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely open to everyone. I mean, I also think like young people are all just gay, so you can't tell. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of it's who knows what's going on in there. But it was
yeah.
It was really fun, and I had a good time, and I was happy with my. We went to SVB, we had dinner, I went to the party, I was there for 2 hours, had a good time, was in bed by midnight. So it was kind of a great situation for me. I saw a little bit of Harvey. That is not really my thing, but it seemed, I didn't realize that he's like having the time of his life. Like I was really inspired by that, I have to say. I was just like, oh, this guy is having the time of his life, and he's been doing this forever.
Yeah.
So for that to still be able to feel
he's like if Austin Powers was sexy and cool, you know what I mean? If he was like a hot guy.
I just was like, this guy's having the time of his life, and he's literally done this every night for 30 years. Like that's it's rare you see someone really pick the right job.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it was funny. I was watching him DJ and just admiring how much he really is just like a vibes guy, selecta. Like he just has his MP3s on a file. There's no BPMs. There's no, cue points or no anything. It's as if but he just knows all this old music for so long. He's played it for so long that in his mind, he knows exactly what to do and when to do it. And there's no planning or preparation. He just kind of, somebody points him in front of the crowd, and 7 hours goes by, and the bottle of whiskey's done, and he's smiling the whole time. It's just such a unique thing to see nowadays.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's beautiful. Because like so many, like no DJs put on a song they love that's 11 minutes long, and then dance and talk to chicks and have a cigarette and whatever it is. And then 10 minutes have passed, time to start picking out my next song to dance to. Everyone else is just so focused on like getting a video clip of them doing an epic drop while they do this, whatever. It's so ass backwards. Like nobody remembers that it's about dancing.
There's definitely, I mean, that was a dance. There was a crowd that was dancing quite a lot. I will say that. It wasn't a stand there and look at your phone audience, which I know is good for your business.
It was great to play all these songs that I've been like opening my set with for 10 years that no one's ever danced to, and have a room full of people dance to it. It was...
Oh, I see. It works.
It was cool.
It works in your favor.
But I really wish that I played the whole night, though. Not selfishly. I mean, selfishly speaking, because I was just, tapping the tip, and I never really got a chance to really slide all the way in.
Wow, that's a little graphic, but sure. I know what you mean.
I know. I apologize.
It's okay. I'll let you slide. Nope.
2 hours of me tapping the tongue. You know what I mean?
Well, that was, yeah. That's exactly what I experienced.
Let's go pay some bills.
I thought it was, but I just didn't. I don't know. I haven't seen that sort of line for a nightclub. I feel like now those lines are reserved for matcha and like sweet treats. So it's like jarring to see a nightlife line, because that used to be the only place I would ever experience a line. Besides like TSA, not that I was waiting in them, of course, but I would see them. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that now it's like you see lines so often that seeing one at night is almost threw me off. I was like, oh shit, I forgot people do this. I totally forgot people do it.
And it used to be a thing that you would drive by. You drive all through Hollywood, all through Manhattan, all through whatever downtown of their big city, and there'd be 100 people, 50 people, 200 people in line here, and you'd be like, oh, that spot's lit tonight. I just drove past One Oak, and there's fucking, it's too crazy. Let's go here instead. So you don't see it at all anymore.
No, definitely not.
So it was cool to do that. But I was thinking about it, like, why? Because everyone is like, man, this party was so fun. It was so great. Why can't stuff be like this more often. And it wasn't a free bar. Like, the drinks there are expensive. It's at an expensive hotel in Los Angeles. Like, it was free to get in, and there's 2 DJs and just no anything else, just like that's it.
Yeah.
It was almost as if we were at, like, I don't know, like in Burning Man or Tulum, or like we were in a different location in the world. We were all at, the Grand Caymans in the nightclub or whatever, and we're all going to come together and do this thing. I'm like, we could be doing this every week, but I guess you just need, like,
that's the problem.
You need a brand to, spit out 50 grand or whatever.
I think the problem is that it's either a special, everything has to be tied to a brand or a special event, or it's like people smoking 100 cigarettes at the Irish bar they were talking about last night on Fairfax. There's no, I don't think
Tom Berrigan.
I don't think the weekly party where it's just the music is good and it's fun exists anymore. I think it's a Lululemon legging release, DJ'd by Tinks, and there's 1,000 people here, or it's like, we're gonna go to this shitty bar that has carpet and just because I want to hang out with my friends. Like, music's not even part of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because in our, this is
I'm mostly here for the food truck photos.
Yeah, exactly. We're showing our age here, but it really was like, you could go out every night and there was good, maybe not your type of good music, but good music. At least Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. In a situation where there was a couple DJs playing at a place that was cool, and sometimes it would be hard to get in, sometimes it wouldn't be. Mm-hmm. But that's just what it is. And now it's literally, it has to be branded, or it has to be the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm. But I think a reason for that is, even though we're living in a time of vibes only and vibe coding and vibe this and vibe that, nobody is entering restricted spaces based on vibes alone anymore.
That's true.
So we need these private special events to do the culling of the herd, because we're too, like, we don't trust clubs to control and be selective of who they're letting in. They're just either letting in people who are willing to pay money because we're just trying to stay open, or we just don't know, and it's just some dumb fucking 19-year-old who's running down an RSVP list. If it doesn't matter if you're the shittiest person of all time, if you send an RSVP, come on in. They don't have any agency over what they're doing. So that's why it doesn't. We don't trust clubs to control the crowd. I don't want to go to a bar or a club because I'm too afraid of it being full of goofies. You can't take that chance.
Well, no, everywhere. Well, that's everywhere in the world now. I can't go to the grocery store without being full of goofies. That's the whole problem. I mean,
well, that's
I know
fine.
That
I don't mind being around goofies in the daytime. But if I'm gonna go hang out, socialize, I want to see cool, fun, interesting, sexy people and smoke cigarettes and drink with them and have laughs and jokes, and not have some fucking sweaty guy be like, remember the one time I've been following you? Like, and you just got to talk to some guy you don't want to.
Well, you shouldn't have gone to your own party the other night then, because I did. So I definitely did some of that. Thank God you were DJ.
Look, we were both busy that night, okay?
No, I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. But I think that there's like
make door policies great again.
That's over. It's just never going to happen again. It's just never going to happen again. I don't think it'll be. I just think that there are things that I am able to hope for in life, and I want to see them return, and I just don't think that is going to happen. I think culture has shifted too far away from it, and it's bad for everybody. It's as bad as Pink taking over the Kelly Clarkson show. That's how bad it is.
Okay, well, that's
how far we've fallen.
Me and DJ Harvey, the next time you can see us play together is on Twitch then.
That's what I'm saying. I think the only way to DJ without losers being there is to do it on Twitch from your own house where no one can.
Yeah, and you could tip me a virtual bump if I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, just tip me a virtual bump. It's fine. You know which emoji to use. Don't act like you don't. I want to talk about this restaurant. So yesterday, Tim and I met you at Acana, one of America's greatest bookstores in Culver City, one of America's worst neighborhoods. Oof. And there was a Gus Van Sant was doing a talk and a book signing, and
I was able to share a long glance with Kim Gordon as she was leaving the parking lot.
Yeah, Kim doesn't want nothing to do with us.
No. She gave me a smile. And I said, who, me?
She did not give you a smile.
I said, get out of here, Kimlet.
Kim Gordon.
Crazy kid.
Kimlet, get the fuck out of here. Get back in your Prius. But the
Kim, well, I wish you were team follow back. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, she's not team follow back?
She's not.
That's tough.
It's
I mean,
bullshit.
she will come on How Long Gone. I've been talking to people in Kim Gordon's camp for multiple years, literally, about it, and it just, for whatever reason, it doesn't work out. She's got a book coming out. She's got this coming out. It doesn't work out.
Damn, she follows McCall's Meat and Fish, but does not engage with me. Come on, girl.
Well, they provide her more of a service than you ever could.
Quit playing around.
Let's be real.
I'll be there. I'll be at McCall's later this afternoon. Don't worry,
Okay.
Chris. We'll talk about it at a different time.
But we went to this. It was great to see Jesse Pearson, a real New York legend, which I loved her into at Arcana. But
What a guy.
But so we were trying to find a place to eat dinner in that general vicinity, just because we were all going to be there, and sort of, that's out of our normal zones in LA, I would say. And
Food desert is what they call it.
I was sort of pushing for. I had a Mexican agenda. I don't know what it was. I'd eaten SVB 2 nights in a row, so I can't see another shrimp cocktail. Put my head through the fucking wall.
He was going torta hunting.
I was, and you were like, "Look, I can't." I love how specific. No one else would ever text me this. There's a couple places, but unfortunately, they're not super friendly for you because the tortillas do have lard in them, which I really respect how thorough you got with it. But so anyway, we were running out of options. Like, you know what? Open this up to any genre, any cuisine. TJ, take the wheel. It's all, whatever. It's all good. And you're like, let's go to Super Peach. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a video game, but what is that? Is that a Mario Kart level that I'm not familiar with? And you explained to me that it's a David Chang restaurant at the Century City Mall. So it's a neutered major domo inside of one of the greatest malls in the world that's also known for having a diabolical parking lot.
It's a minor domo. Yeah, it's like a really good airport restaurant or something. I don't know. But yeah, it was one of those things like, when in Rome, I'm in Culver City, I'm not going to go eat at, some dumb shit over there. Let's really go full balls deep and hit the Century City Mall on a Saturday night, walk around, see the dogs, see the strollers, pop into Aritzia, do the damn thing.
Yeah, if you're
snoop around Viore.
If you're at Culver's, if you're at Aritzia, I didn't know this. Tim put us on. They've done a series of shopping bags with photographers. So there's a Jamie Hawksworth, there's a Greg Crudson, I think there's a Jürgen Teller. So it's the bag just has a picture. It's actually quite cool.
Shoutouts goes out to our Aritzia girls.
So you had to go into the Aritzia store and ask them to see a bag, which did make us look like some sort of pests. I'm not sure exactly what prefix we'll put on that.
I felt like I was Tim's manager.
Yeah, same. I wanted Tim to do the talking, but of course I did the talking. Anyway, we're walking around the mall. We go to Super Peach, and I need to say I loved it.
Okay, great.
It was everything was pro. It was new. It was nice. Everything was new. The service was good. The food was. I didn't have anything I didn't like.
Okay.
I didn't have anything.
Fabulous.
I didn't have anything I didn't like. It was quite good. And I am a big Momofuku guy. I love the noodle bar, the East Village location, and I've gone to quite a lot. And I do miss Chang sometimes.
I remember you liked all the dishes, but the last dish you ordered, which was like a mushroom noodle dish, was more of just like a mushroom pasta. And it was funny watching you sort of navigate the waters of like, this doesn't taste Asian at all. What did I say? It's too David, not enough Chang on that plate.
Exactly. It was too. Yeah.
You're like, nothing Asian at all on this dish. Huh? Okay. It's just interesting to see where the fusion lines are drawn, and where the battles that you choose.
I should have given you a bite. I didn't even think about it. I should have offered you a bite because I think I would have.
Yes, you should have, Chris.
Well, no, I'm just saying I don't think the flavors were there, and I'm positive they weren't there. But maybe a super taster could have found something buried.
No. I trust your palate, because when that dessert came out and you said, I'm not really getting any yuzu on this at all. I was like, Chris, I'm so proud.
I
proud
say
papa moment over here.
We had a crazy, because Tim knew what yuzu was, which blew me away, and then I claimed I couldn't taste it.
No. I mean, candy eaters who hang out with e-girls, they know all about the flavor of yuzu.
That's true. A guy's been to Japan too many times and bought an extra suitcase for the stuff he bought. They'd be knowing about yuzu. Yeah, but I just I found the whole experience. I just forget how good and comforting the malls are here. Because occasionally I'll go to the Grove when I'm back or whatever, but like a mall of that level with the indoor outdoor on a beautiful night, it just really and we also discovered, well, or rediscovered maybe with the neighborhood Cheviot Hills, because we were driving in a direction we normally don't.
We were in Bellany country last night.
Cheviot Hills is making me a West Side apologist. I love it. I've driven through there before.
Don't let Carolyn pull up in Cheviot Hills. I'm gonna lose my fucking.
You're fucked. You gotta.
My Armenian power status is gonna be revoked. Real soon.
You gotta sell your CDJs to get. This ain't gonna work.
Sell a little bit more than that. Gonna let go of the sauna. Lots going down.
But it was really. I just was like, I've driven through this neighborhood before and really liked it, but it did feel. It feels really nice. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel as like fussy as Beverly Hills, or as quite as sleepy as like a I don't know what it is. There's something in the air over there. Probably money is probably what it is. But
I think what throws me off is because like living on the east side my whole life, I have sort of the it could be psychosomatic or whatever, just the feng shui of knowing where like the mountains are and like knowing my placement in the world and the landscape. And I don't know, when I'm over there, you're just sort of plopped in the middle of a forest and I don't know what direction is north and south, and I don't have a good lay of the land. I feel unprotected almost. It's kind of weird.
And you're saying this is freeing, or you don't like it?
This is a negative thing.
Okay, I got you. Well,
I could obviously learn to love living in Cheviot Hills, of course.
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah. I could learn to live in Bel Air. I think I could find a way. I know what you mean. But that mall really is special, and I need to remember that and try to make an effort more often to go out there.
We'll do it. No, I go there a decent amount. Carolyn does some studio pulls over there at Bloomie's, and we got to go hit Italy for the mustache yogurt. You already know what it is.
I can't believe
some rare canned tomatoes.
What is the actual name of that yogurt? Dr. Mustache, is that the name? Mr. Mustache?
No, it's not that. It is White Mustache.
White. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So it's
the White Mustache.
So it's giving got milk as far as the name goes. I would imagine.
I think it's giving old Persian dad who has a white mustache.
Okay, do we know, because I know the lore of this yogurt and how popular it is, not from you but also from several, it's a known quantity. What is the yogurt you got last night? It was what was it? It was pistachio and honey?
It was orange blossom and walnut.
Okay, I'm sorry. Orange blossom and walnut. How much? And this is a single serve. This is a regular single serve yogurt, but it is in a glass package, which makes it a little nicer. How much does that cost? Because you said that it's hard to find, and Italy is one of the few places that retails it.
It was like $6 or $7.
Oh, okay. So it's not crazy.
It's not. It used to be more. I think because of their supply chain, they've been able to lower the price a little bit. But also, the yogurt, I don't think they're doing it to make. It's not expensive because they're gouging you. I think it's just they're using it just costs them a lot of money to make yogurt this.
Now I'm trying to
this level that they want,
because I've bought it before, and I'm thinking now that where I got it. And Alex was buying it. And I think she was also buying it in Italy because there's that one in Soho. So now I'm like, is it? And you said Erewhon is not. Is it an Erewhon thing, or is it only like a specialty, like a cookbook?
They have it. It's in Los Angeles. It's only Italy, but in New York, you can get it in a lot of different places.
That's so interesting to be only.
They have it at Whole Foods in New York.
Okay, that makes sense
because it's from Brooklyn. It's made in New York. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm just surprised they haven't spread their wings a little more.
You can get it at Citarella, Cafe Clementine, Italy, Happier Grocery, Murray's.
Oh, okay. So they're in
Tin Building, Union Market. The list goes on, Chris.
R.I.P. to the Tin Building. I'm pouring out some Fiji right now for my homies.
Just a little quick. They're 195 mil down the drain.
How much were they losing a day or a week? It was something crazy. It was like It was more than $1 million a week or something.
Lord, that's some Drake level losses right there.
It is. Dude, I mean, he's losing right now, posing in that cactus plant flea market outfit with a little iguana on his back.
You're not a fan of that capsule collection, I take it?
I just, you know what? I'm not even against the capsule collection. I just think the wrong people wear it. I think that is not for men, like adult men.
I was going to say, who's the right kind of person? And you say women.
No, I don't even mean women, but
children. It's good for it's good for, so it's age appropriate.
If I got
12-year-old.
If I got full matching cactus plant iguana fits for my like nieces, that makes sense. But like if you're a 43-year-old man with tattoos on your face, like I don't think that is the move for you. I'll just never understand that.
A person who can beat me up should not wear that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It just makes the world a wrong place to be in.
It really turns me around when I see it. But I'm glad to see. Anytime Drake posts, though, I'm happy to see it. Just making sure he's still alive. Checking the background of the photo for any huge Aperol spritzes to see how drunk he is.
How do you think?
Depending on what time.
How much money do you think he got for the OVO McDonald's collaboration? In your professional opinion?
Honestly, I bet it's not that much. I bet it because it's Canadian budgets. Like that's the thing. I think it's only McDonald's Canada, so the budget is much smaller, obviously, than McDonald's, global or
okay. Give me a ballpark number. What, $3 million?
Way less.
750?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe less than that.
I guess. Do you think Drake stock has gone down exponentially over the last couple of years?
I just don't think. I think those things are in some ways better for the artist than they are for McDonald's. To keep it a buck, like McDonald's don't need shit. McDonald's doesn't need Travis Scott or Drake.
You're saying Drake should be paying McDonald's? I get it. That's smart.
I think they're making a lot of money. I just don't think it's as much as people think, because I think they're making it in other. They might do like a merch thing around it. You know what I mean? Like that's what Travis Scott did. He did all that merch and he made a fortune on the merch. So, and McDonald's knows that, so they don't have to write as big of a check. I would think. I mean, look, I know there's a million people listening to this who are involved in that deal, and they're going to text me and tell me how wrong I am. But that's just a gut thing.
Okay. Well, whoever it is, tell me and let me know. I want to do a food partnership like that, but with a different company that I actually believe in and enjoy, and I can't think of one that has enough money to like write a fat check and one that I would want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like Del Taco, probably that's going to be a little, we'll get a little $3,000 for that or something. Like that. I need some real.
I just saw that Del Taco closed their Atlanta location. Sorry to hear that, but I
really.
Yeah, I follow this guy on Instagram that like
that's racist.
He just reports on stuff that's closing in Atlanta. And I don't know why, because it's stuff I haven't heard of most of the time. But I didn't know there's Del Taco at all. So for it to close,
neither did I.
For it to close, yeah, I don't think there's any. I mean, I wonder what that would be. Now you really got me thinking. Because to me, it would be a sandwich.
Okay, I mean, I think if we did a Jimmy John collab, I think that's a good example of a brand that we believe in.
I think a How Long Gone. I would do a How Long Gone Subway just for nostalgia vibes.
Oh, make Subway great again, right?
Imagine if we were able to work with one of our friends in the baking industry to create a new Subway cookie. Imagine.
Do a squirrel Subway cookie.
Imagine if we do a foot-long squirrel cookie.
Gluten-free.
No, well, let's pump the brakes. I'm not.
Buckwheat flour. It's a very long buckwheat financier with quince.
Yeah, there we go. It's just a little pinch of quince on top.
Yeah, the $5 financiers.
Yeah,
$5 financier footlongs after $5.
If we could do a whole, there's a lot to play with there. I mean, I saw, I did see that Supreme, they're doing a soccer jersey and matching shorts that are the Fiji logo.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm gonna have
the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the shorts. I've already talked to the powers that be. I need the shorts.
What do you think about the people? I saw some people talking last week about the Paris is burning Supreme hoodie.
Yeah.
And some people were saying, it's a little kind of stolen valor. Don't wear. A lot of people are going to be wearing this hoodie who have no idea what Paris is burning is or what it meant or stands for, whatever. There's going to be some, 13-year-old fat Jewish kid with Chrome Hearts belt wearing this hoodie because it's Supreme. And then the other side of the internet was saying, like, this is a great, like, down low trade kind of dog whistle to let people know that if you want to suck my dick in the back of this,
I think
in the back of this Albertsons, I'm ready to go.
I think that it's
the modern version of a whatever color
bandana
earring
in the left ear. I think
a subtle tell, as they say.
I just think that Supreme does good business, and somebody that deserves to get paid a lot for allowing that to happen got paid a lot. and that's what actually matters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they did it the right. If there's like a foundation or a person,
the Paris is Burning estate was compensated correctly.
Compensated.
That's a good point. Very good point.
They don't mess around. The money goes to the right place.
Y'all can keep talking. I'm the one who's keeping the lights on over there. I'm the one who's paying for their kids' bills or whatever with this money.
I have all the Nan Golden stuff because nobody bought it, but it's so cool that they did it. Because it's like, I think that when you get to that point, it's like if I want to do something, I think it's cool, I do it. And that's what I think is so interesting, is that like it should serve as like an education to people, but they're too dumb to care. So at least the money goes to the right place, and the heads can get it if they want it. That's how I kind of feel about it.
Just like what Aritzia is doing with their photo series, just exposing young, new, emerging arts and talents to make sure that they get some exposure in the world. It's great.
New emerging. But I think that when it's like actual counterculture shit, it's a different. Like, I think there's actually a possibility of someone being like, what is Paris is Burning?
Yeah.
And then I just don't think there's really a downside to it.
I agree.
You can get your dick sucked at Albertsons, and whoever owns the IP got paid.
Yeah, I mean, it being a download trade dog whistle is not there's no downside to that at all. It's a win-win for all parties involved. If you know what this is, you know what this means, and you want to suck, it made things that much easier.
And you want to suck. All right, how long gone? Thank you guys.
And in addition to all of that, you would like to suck as well? What a mitzvah, as they say.
What a mitzvah. Thank you guys for coming on Thursday. Thank you to Purple and Stevie and Silencio and The Edition and Lynn and DJ Harvey, everyone that helped out with the party. It was fun. Tom of Finland, of course. Thank you for my T-shirt.
And Brooke.
Oh, of course, Brooke, the real architect, the puppet master. And that's it, I guess. I'm gonna go get a backyard bowl, the first one. I haven't had an opportunity. Time is not allowed, but then we're gonna shoot How Long Gone tomorrow, and we're shooting another.
Wait, is that the name? Is that what the name should be?
How Long Gone?
Make it even more of a mouthful.
Tomorrow, and then we're gonna do something special with one of our friends, just kind of do a new segment, and then I go back to New York, and then Jason and I are going to Paris together.
Oui, motherfucker. If you're Paris trade, we'll be there 4th to the 7th. I guess more of the 5th to the 7th. 4th is more of a travel day for us.
Same, yeah. 5th to the 7th.
We'll be there for 48 hours.
Jason's first time in Paris, which I'm very excited to be a part of.
My first time in Paris. My first time third row at Loewe. Shout out to our Loewe family for bringing us out.
Yeah, we're going to the Loewe show. They've been kind enough to invite us, and yeah, if they put us in the rafters, that's fine with me.
Not me.
I'm hanging.
You put me in the fucking rafters. I'm gonna start calling it Loey.
I swear to God, you fuck with me, I'll pronounce this shit wrong. I will do it. I will pronounce it wrong, even though it makes me look stupid. It's a sign of disrespect.
You think you low? You ain't low.
What? You thought you were Lulu, but you ain't. Oh, all right. Thank you for listening. HowLongGone.com is the website. We're back next week.
Call me Loewe CK up in this bitch, baby. Hey.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I'm Loewe Thoreau in this bitch. All right, thank you guys.
If I wasn't a middle-aged man, that's definitely like my Twitter name would be changed to that for 3 months or something like that.
It's really good. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you to the city of Los Angeles for blessing me with sunlight, and we'll see you soon.
Au revoir.
Close your eyes and let the word paint 1,000 pictures. One good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. Bam!